Alright, here's my new batch out of Lotto. It's some kind of a jasper. Kind of plain, but there is a little spot in there. It's kind of neat. A couple little spots. But okay, here's an agate that I found on Lake Superior recently. It ain't the most colorful thing in the world, but there's bands in it. There's crystal pockets. It's a cool rock. Shined up very well. But yeah, it's a decent rock. Ain't my best find in the world, but it ain't too bad either. It's not too bad. There's a nice crystal pocket right here. Hey, here's some rose quartz and laying around. Got a real good shine on them now. Yeah. Pretty decent. Okay, here's a nice piece of unakite and epidote I found. Got a nice shine to them, but a lot of good color in these. Really happy with that one. It almost looks like granite, but it's not. Doesn't undercut anywhere really. It's just really nice, good rock. This one's got like a quartz line going through it. It's a big rock. Nice rock though. Okay, here's some, I didn't know if I was even going to be able to tumble these, but I'm glad I did. These are mudstones. They're really cool. I mean, they're gray and black rock. And all kinds of bands in them and stuff. That one's really neat too. I like that stuff. I'm glad it polished alright. I mean, it ain't the greatest. It didn't take a super good shine, but it's not too bad either. So, pretty happy with that. Okay, here's something. This is some prehnite that I found up by Calumet. And that pink stuff right there is actually microscopic copper from what I hear. But the host rock even shined up pretty good. There's green spots on the back. Kind of cool. Another piece of that too. A little bit of green in it. A little bit of lines in it too. It's a pretty neat rock. Okay, here's a couple of pieces of banded iron that turned out pretty good. Yeah, I got a magnet. I should probably go get that magnet. This thing's really magnetic. This one's got a good sparkle to it. I find these up on Lake Superior all the time. That one's really a nice big rock too, you know. Got a really good shine. They're really heavy rocks. There's a couple of blue lace agates that I've had around forever too, and I'm finally getting around to tumbling them. Got nice shines of them now, and there are bands all around them. Really hard to see them, but they're there. It looks like the state of Oklahoma, kinda. I think that's kind of funny, but yeah, there are little inclusions in this thing too. It's pretty neat. A little bit of crystal pocket right there too. I don't know if it's showing up, but pretty cool rocks. Hey, here's a couple more Lake Superior finds. I don't know, it's probably this a green rock, I guess, but there might be unakite in it. I'm not all that certain. Or epidote, I mean. This is probably a little bit of unakite. But they really got a good shine to them, so I like picking them up because they're kind of stripy and kind of cool. There's little pockets of this, that, and the other thing in them. There's a little bit of quartz right here, which is kind of different. Yeah, I showed that one already. Alright, here's a little pink rock found on Lake Superior. Didn't know if it'd polish or not, but I figured I'd throw it in a tumbler, and guess what? Not too bad. Happy with it. Okay. Okay, I don't have a lot of tiger eye in this one, but there's one of them blue ones. I'm trying to you see it isn't showing up all that good right now. Losing my sun again, of course, but I don't know what kind of rock this is, but they kind of light up different colors in the sun. Again, I'm losing my sun, but I think it's labradorite or something. I don't know. Okay, here's a nice agate. It's a Lake Superior one. Had it forever. Finally tumbled down to the point where it's not too bad. Nice orange and white. You find them sometimes. You get lucky. Getting harder and harder to find these things. But here's a piece of I think it's a piece of petrified wood, undercut right there a little bit, but it's got a nice shine to it. Okay, this is a cool agate. I think it's a crazy lace. Some really interesting marks on this one. I like the lines on it. And the whole thing is just loaded with all kinds of little designs, even on the end of the rock. It's a pretty cool rock. That's a Lake Superior one too, kind of a crystally striped rock. I don't know what kind it is, but neat. Let's see, more crazy lace. There's an agate. One of my last Botswanas. I'm going to retumble my Botswanas. That'll be my next big project. As soon as I get caught up on all my other stuff. Oh shit, I